guys, so today I've got my favorite drugstore moisturizers, and it's kind of interesting because what is a drugstore product kind of changes throughout the years, and some of these I wouldn't have considered a drugstore product years ago, but now I consider them a drugstore product because they're at the drugstore, Targets. So I just left the room. And after I'm done here, there's posters everywhere of this lost Chihuahua. They must have put like 50 or 100 posters up, so I'm going to drive around and look and see if I can see them. Every time I see those posters, I get so sad because I just wonder if they're going to find their dog, or then I wonder maybe they already found them and they just take the posters down. But although I will say when I was a little younger, we had a rescue dog, a Shar named Oreo, this little black, furry, little wrinkly dog, and she escaped off of her collar. This was like after we had rescued her, like maybe a month into it, and she escaped. I chased her. I couldn't get her. And we drove around. I kept looking for her. And 3 days later, in the middle of the night, she came back and found our house after we'd only had her like a month. I'm not even joking. She was probably like 4 or 5 years old, a rescue dog. They think they had used her for breeding, but literally, my mom put the bowl of dog food out every night, hoping she'd come home. And at 3 a.m., I could hear scratching on the door, and Oreo was back. Thank God. Anyway, so I always hope. Anyway, totally random note. Okay, so let's get to the drugstore moisturizers. So the most impressive one, and one I've used the most probably, is the Aveeno. This is their skin restorative itch balm, but they have a whole line that they came out with recently. The Common Restore Moisturizer for sensitive skin. Love this one. Their serum's great too. So these are a bargain. And you know what the interesting thing is? A lot of these drugstore products, a lot of them are more expensive than other brands you see at like Sephora or just online. So it's crazy. Some of these are really expensive. So okay, so next up, Differin. They have a couple different moisturizers. They also had a brightening product, which I think they had to take off the US market, but their moisturizers are pretty darn good. I really enjoy them. I think they've repackaged these now, but they're not overly exciting, but very great for sensitive skin, acne-prone skin, reactive skin. You can't go wrong with them. They just work pretty nicely. There's no frills about them, but they do a good job and won't irritate or break you out, so that's always a nice thing for people with overreactive skin. Another brand I absolutely love, Simple. You know what? This is another brand where I've tried everything from them, and I haven't been disappointed yet. The only thing that surprises me about them is their prices. They're crazy affordable. So their gel cream, I really enjoy this one. I've repurchased it a few times now. They've got great cleanser. Anyway, but this one is one of the stars. Their micellar water is really nice too. Their cleansers, anyway, I can't say enough about them. They also have a nice BB cream. I don't know if that was discontinued or not, but anyway. Here's another one. You see this at Target more often. Versed, they have some really nice products too. Actually, another brand where I've tried a lot from them and really have been happy. Their Dew Point Moisturizer Cream is really nice. Really enjoy this one. Hopefully they don't change. I know they're kind of changing their lineup a little bit, so hopefully I don't mess with this one because my firming serum, I think they discontinued. So anyway, this one's really nice. Their antioxidant oil is also very nice, but not as friendly for acne-prone skin. Okay, La Roche-Posay, their Toleriane line is really nice. So they've got this one, which is, they call this their night cream. They have a Toleriane eye cream and then a Toleriane day cream. My favorite out of all of them is the night cream. And I think I've repurchased one at least 2 times now. I don't use it all the time, but sometimes when my skin is very sensitive or I've overdone it with things, this one is just pretty nice, gentle, nothing crazy about it, but a very good overall product. I like the packaging too. Very nice. Okay, so here we go. CeraVe, they get tied up all the time, but this one is a good product from them. Their PM Moisturizing Lotion. It's another very gentle product. It seems to work well for a lot of people, especially people with overreactive skin, sensitive skin, things like that. Nothing too exciting about it, but it just seems to work well for a lot of people, and this is one I've repurchased 3 or 4 times. I'm not crazy about CeraVe, but overall, this is one of their great products, and their resurfacing retinol serum is also really nice. So this is another one. I don't know. You see it at some stores and not others. Acure, their Radically Rejuvenating Whipped Cream. This is the dupe for the Drunk Elephant Protini. I believe it's 90% identical. The only thing a little bit different is the texture of it's a bit more hydrating, so keep that in mind. They also came out with the Overnight Bakuchiol moisturizer, which is also very nice. Really enjoying it. Repurchased this one several times. This one will probably also be a repurchase. So these are worth checking out. And again, super affordable, under $20. Another one, Derma E. You know what? They have a lot of products. They come out with a lot of products. They tend to be mostly decent, but no clear hits. But their collagen and peptides line, for me, is the clear star of them, this brand for me. Their serum is really nice. I've repurchased it multiple times, very affordable. The cream moisturizer is also very nice. The serum, I really love the serum too. But Derma E generally, they're not too crazy. They don't really put a ton of fragrance or alcohol in their things. Sometimes there's a little bit of fragrance in them, but their collagen peptides line for me is my favorite from them. So this is another brand. I probably wouldn't have considered this a drugstore brand like a year ago, but BB Beauty, they're now at Target, so they're worth checking out. Their protein night cream is really nice. I also have a couple of their cleansers, which are very gentle and do a very good job. And their Day Defense sunscreen is amazing. I really enjoy it. Nice mineral-based sunscreen. This one is really nice as well. So if you have very sensitive skin, it tends to work well, plays well with other products. Not crazy expensive. I believe it's $17 or so. Although when you compare it to some other brands like The Ordinary, it's a little pricey, but still a very good product. A couple more. So Cetaphil, I've tried so many things from Cetaphil, and generally I don't find them to be that friendly for sensitive skin, but their night moisturizer for redness-prone skin is one that I found really works. It's one of the few products I can use on my neck, which is almost always red or sensitive. No fragrance, plays well with other products. And this one, I personally don't only use it at night. I use it whenever I feel like it. I don't know why they call it night specifically. There's really, sometimes like night creams will have like melatonin in them, but I don't see anything in here that makes it specific to night. It's just marketing. But anyway, really nice. Okay, so Olay, I think this is probably the most expensive product on the list, which you think of a classic drugstore brand, Olay. This one tends to range about $39, which is, in my opinion, a little crazy unless you can get it on sale. But, excuse me, their collagen peptides line is really nice, fragrance-free, does a pretty good job. It's not super exciting in terms of peptides or beneficial ingredients, but it's a really good basic moisturizer. So if you have sensitive skin, it's probably not going to irritate it, and it does have a few nice ingredients. Nothing super exciting compared to other things you can get, especially for $40. But for the drugstore, it's a nice line. And I like the fact that Olay has done a good job coming up with more sensitive skin, fragrance-free products. And last but not least, Neutrogena. I've tried so many other products, and I just find them to be average generally, but this one is really nice. It's their sensitive skin friendly moisturizer. It does a good job. It's, again, basic, not super exciting, but sometimes for overreactive skin, acne prone skin, sensitive skin, sometimes going simple is better. A lot of times a more simple routine is just better. Less products, less chance of irritation, less chance of breakout. Sometimes that's the way to go. Especially if you're younger, things like that, you know, have anti-aging issues, or I don't know, why not go something affordable? So this one is still a really good product from them. I'm not totally crazy about them, but this one is a good one and a repurchase. Their Hydro Boost cream for dry skin is also a nice one for more sensitive skin, the fragrance-free version. So anyway, those are my favorites. Oh, I had a list of ones to avoid. The Weleda brand. Almost all their products have tons of fragrance or denatured alcohol up on the list. So general, I haven't really found anything from that brand I love. And then the L'Oreal collagen line, unless they come out, they might have come out with a fragrance-free version since then, but the L'Oreal collagen cream was just overly scented, so I did not like that. So those are my two to avoid. Anyway, so those are my favorites. Sensitive, skin-friendly, drugstore moisturizers. I'm wondering what your favorites are, so leave a comment. I love hearing from you. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys.